Well, folks, the truth is out. I've been exposed. Someone on the internet has called me out for what I really am. I'm a fraud. I mean, yeah, I built a 8-figure construction business that runs itself on autopilot, and I only have to show up really about 1 hour a month at this point. But since I don't personally show up to every single job site and break my back 80 hours a week, I guess that makes me a fraud. So I was out snowboarding with my wife for a whole week in Utah. It was beautiful in Park City. And I got this comment from a person who obviously doesn't seem to understand what it actually means to build a business, not just scramble and run a little contracting company. I'm sorry to say this, but you are not in construction if you work 1 hour a week. Total fraud, and people like this, like you, disgust me. I challenge you to show me 1 hour a week scaled construction business. Real people in the business are this, see right through you. So first of all, this guy obviously doesn't know how to type. Anyway, this guy doesn't know that the goal of a business is for it to work for you versus it having you by the balls. The goal isn't to just own a job, because we all know what job stands for. So this guy says that if I only work 1 hour a week, which at this point it's about 1 hour a month, if that, if I'm not on vacation or something like that, then I'm not in construction, that I'm a fraud, that I must be a fraud, because real people in the construction business see right through me. And honestly, he's right. When I say I work 1 hour a month or 1 hour a week on my business, I'm not actually working. I'm just literally on a Zoom call getting an update from my C-suite, right? Checking the pulse, checking on new sales, the culture, the high level numbers from our profit and loss. Maybe I am a fraud because I've been saying I only have to work 1 hour a week, and really it is just 1 hour a month at this point. And it's just a Zoom call. But you know what's funny is this comment actually proves my entire point. This is exactly why most contractors stay stuck. So there are 2 types of contractors out there. There's the ones grinding every single day, wearing 17 different hats. They're answering every call. They're solving all the problems themselves. And then there's the ones who build a business that runs without them, but not many actually make it to this point. So guess which one has more time and more freedom in their life? The guys who refuse to step back, refuse to put systems in place, and think being busy equals being successful, those are the people that stay stuck. They can't take a vacation without everything falling apart. They're constantly chasing the next job site issue. And then 10 years from now, they'll still be grinding just as hard, wondering why they never got ahead. Meanwhile, the ones who think like business owners instead of just construction workers build systems, they put the right people in place, they train leaders, and they create a business that doesn't need them anymore because they've hired the right people, put the right systems in place, put an accountability in place, and then hired leaders and trained leaders and brought people up to lead for them. If your business requires you to be on site every day to function, you don't own a business, you own a job. Let's think about this. Does Jeff Bezos personally deliver Amazon packages? Does Elon Musk assemble Teslas himself? No, because their job isn't to do the work, it's to build a company that does the work at scale. But for some reason in construction, people think if you're not personally laying the tile and pouring the concrete and framing the house, you're not a real contractor. That mindset is exactly why so many contractors never get ahead, man. That's the thing. So don't get me wrong. I worked for a decade plus in the field, actually doing the work and learning the trades and earning my stripes. I put in my time as a young buck. If you're watching this and thinking, all right, Jesse, that sounds nice, but how do I actually do that? Here's how. If every problem still lands on your desk, you're the bottleneck. You need systems and processes and accountability in place so your team knows exactly how to handle things without stepping in every 5 minutes yourself. Just start with one process, write it out, and hold your team accountable to the results, which by the way, this is what Automation Blueprint does. If you're interested in coaching, just go to jesselane.com and we can help you put in these processes. That's literally what we do. We build out all of your systems and processes with you over the course of a few months to give you a turnkey construction business. Because we want to get you out of worker mode and into owner mode, because most contractors get addicted to the guy. They want to be the guy who answers all the questions. They want to be the guy that fixes all the problems. They're the guy who's needed all the time, right? But a real business owner hires the right people, trains them, and then lets them take ownership so the company doesn't depend on the owner. And only then can you actually step back. And here's the kicker. Once you get this right, you don't just make more money, you actually get your life back. You're not stuck in the day-to-day grind. You can step away, you can travel, you can spend time with your family, you can think more long-term instead of just trying to survive another week or another month. Or you can keep believing that the only way to be a real contractor is to work yourself into the ground for the next 35 years. That's definitely an option, but you should unsubscribe from this YouTube channel if that's really what you want to do. So Am I a fraud? If by being a fraud means I've built a business that runs without me, giving me more time and makes me more money than ever, then yeah, call me a fraud all day long. Because here's the truth. The guys making real money in construction, the ones who actually have freedom, aren't the ones grinding 80-hour weeks. They're the ones who built a business and not a job. And if that's something you want, stick around, subscribe, follow along, maybe even join the coaching program at jesselane.com, and let's get you out of the trenches and into actual business ownership. Make sure to leave a like on this video, and I'll see you in the next one.